Welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends with Blaze and Corp. Today we're going to look at Mother Cybele fusion. Who should we keep? Should we keep the epic? Should we keep the rares? Should we fuse Mother Cybele? I don't know. We're going to find out next. Let's read everyone's kits, all right, and see what works for me. Not saying you should do what I'm saying, but hey, I'm a pretty smart guy here. At least I like to think so. All right, so yeah, let's see what I end up thinking about this fusion, and should you fuse Mother Cybele next? All right, we are here. We are looking at I guess we're looking at like what the fusion entails. So just a little side note, I've got two of what's this girl's name? Oh my goodness, you can't even check the kit from here? Oh, that kind of sucks. Okay, I can unlock her. Nope, can't check the kit from here. So we're gonna have to go into the thing here. All right, so let's just check. Let's start with the rares here. So we're gonna start with the rares. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it here. No, we're not gonna be able to do it here. All right, so we're gonna pop out. We're gonna look at each of the rares. We're gonna look at. We'll come back. We'll look at these two in here. Actually, we can look at all three of these guys. So we can look at Cornelia, Tough the Maimed, and Magnar. As they are finished and ready to go inside of my tavern. Look at all the rares in the tavern, and then we'll come back and look at what's this guy's name? Dreadhorn here in the fusion, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's take a look. See here. We can start with Cornelia. Look at her, man. She looks fantastic. She looks like she's gonna mess you up mentally because she looks like she's in a cult. Absolutely looks like she's in a cult. All right, so let's take a look at her skills. So surprising swiftness. Attacks when enemy has a 40% chance of increasing the cooldown of one of the target's skills by 2 turns at random. And that's booked up to a 50% chance. Cooldown of reducing one of the target's skills by 2 turns at random. That's actually a skill that is made for the Eternal Dragon. Yeah, that's a skill made for the Eternal Dragon for sure. You could literally leave her on A1 and she would just keep increasing the cooldowns. Now, even though it's at random, you know, basically he's only got 2 skills that are active here. So should be a pretty good chance that she'll mess him up here. I definitely want to build her out because she got an interesting kit. Has an 80% chance of placing a sleep debuff, and that's booked up to 100 on all enemies for 1 turn. A passive effect on that, which is you never really see passive effects on another skill that has an active effect. Here, whenever an enemy loses a sleep debuff placed by this skill, has a 70% chance of replacing it with a fear debuff for 1 turn instead. That's really cool. That's a cool skill, and that's a 3-turn cooldown when booked out. So Piece of the Deep, and then Revitalizing Rest. All right, so places a sleep debuff on an ally for 1 turn. So that's interesting. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. But then it's going to heal that ally by 50% of their max HP and fills their turn meter by 50% whenever the sleep debuff expires or gets removed. So that's cool. Now, if that was it, you're like, okay, that's a pretty decent skill. I can take that to the bank. But then she's got heals that ally by 100%. So like completely up to full, and completely fills their turn meter if the sleep debuff is lost due to taking damage from the enemy. take that to the bank, and that is a 2-turn cooldown. This is, now from what I'm hearing, this is broken right now. Like the skill's not working the way it's reading right here. But once the skill is reading properly, she is going to be the best healer in the game. Like bar none. Every 2 turns she's doing this. You might as well just turn this off here if you wanted to, of course. Here, because between her doing 2 random cooldowns and then doing a heal, like a complete heal, you are going to be unstoppable. Unstoppable. And then on top of that, she has increases ally speed in all battles by 18%. Take that to the bank. All day long. All day long. She's fantastic. Here, that's fantastic kit. Can't go wrong here on that end. All right, so yeah, master her out and get her rolling. If you're having a hard time in a Doom Tower, she is made for the Doom Tower for sure. All right, let's look at Tuft the Maimed here. He's an interesting looking cat. Look at this guy. Skulls all over the place. He's got a Brahma bull on there. He's got what are those? I guess those are like broadswords, like orc broadswords here for hands. Yeah, he's definitely been through a few wars. Lots and lots of skulls going around. Interesting guy. All right, so let's take a look at his skills here. So Blade Hand Butcher. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit heals this champion by 30% of the damage inflicted. This attack cannot be critical. Damn! Why? That doesn't make any sense. Just let the attack be critical, damn it. What's up with that? I guess this would be so overpowered if he had like 100,000 health points, because his damage based on health, and he was smashing people for crazy amounts. He'd literally never be able to be killed here, so I can understand that. Cut Wide Open. Attacks one enemy when not attacking bosses. Inflicts pure damage and decreases the target's HP to 50%. Inflicts damage based on this champion's max HP instead, and places a stun debuff for 1 turn if the target already has less than 50% HP. Interesting. Inflicts damage based on this champion's max HP when attacking bosses. Interesting. Okay. This attack cannot be critical. Yet again. What? Damn! 4-turn cooldown. Bunch of damage multiplier. So he's got a 30% damage multiplier, which is nice there. And then Cracked Armor, his passive, decreases the value of all enemy shield buffs by 50% at the start of every turn. Then increases this champion's max HP by the same amount, up to 25% of their max HP. That's actually pretty awesome. That's a nice skill. I'll take that to the bank here. It'd be really cool if this particular buff worked on the Scarab King. Too bad we can't check that, because if this buff worked on the Scarab King, that would be sick here. Plus it gives him an extra 25% max HP, which means his other skills are going to hit harder as he's facing shield champions here. So I can see him being an arena champion there for sure. But yeah, fun. Yeah, I can see both Cornelia and Tuft the Maim being people that you should keep if you cannot get Mother Cybele. All right, let's look at Magnar. All right, so Magnar, ooh, he's got a lot of skills. That must mean he's good, right? Superheated Hammer. Attacks one enemy has a 40%, 45, booked up to 65. Is that right? Yeah, booked up to 65% chance of placing a 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns. Has 100% chance instead if the target is under an HP burn debuff, which you can easily get him into a team that can have everyone under HP burn debuff. So that should be pretty easy. All right, so attacks all enemies percussive pound. Places an extra hit on enemies without HP burn debuff, so that's cool. So he's gonna hit twice. Has a 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn on enemies under HP burn debuffs. That is a spider technique if I've ever seen one. You could literally have Dexter. You could have like someone who does full AoE HP burn, or have Dexter on the team and pushing out those HP burns, and then he's gonna come in with this and he's gonna stun everybody there, or he's gonna place an extra hit on them here if they aren't under a HP burn. But yeah, you could use him in conjunction with what's his face. I should have got another one of this guy, but I couldn't because I messed up and I missed out on one of the Ashwalkers tournaments. So what can you do? It is what it is. On a 3-turn cooldown, this is a spider skill if I've ever seen one, for sure. He would crack the whip in there. All right, so Fan the Flames. Attacks one enemy. Applies a debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies under HP burn debuffs. Also increases the duration of HP burn debuffs on all enemies by 1 turn. Will not spread fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, sleep, or stun debuffs. That kind of sucks. That would have been awesome if they'd allowed us to do that. Come on, man. Not cool. Not cool. Definitely taking an L on that one. But if he was allowed to do it, he would be one of the best champions in the game here. So I can understand why he's not allowed to do it. 3-turn cooldown, which is kind of nice, but he's got 2 3-turn cooldown skills. Yeah, pretty nice skill. I don't see why you wouldn't want to go for him if you can't get Mother Cybele. This guy's pretty awesome. I could see him being a definitely a good champion for people for sure. This champion heals by 1% of their max HP every time anyone in the battle takes damage from an HP burn debuff. Too bad that is not higher, but this makes him even more so a spider champion. Spider champion 100% of the time. It actually might be worth kitting him out just to get through Spider 23. And then feed him into Mother Cybele. Here might be worth it. Here increases ally defense in Doom Tower battles by 30%. That's also another good skill. Yeah, if you can't get Mother Cybele, definitely go for Magnar. And these epics are pretty awesome here on that side. Let's look at the final epic here, and then we're gonna look at the rares and see if they're worth it. All right, so Jerogen. Let's see. Look at his kit here. He looks pretty awesome in terms of like the look of this guy. Yeah, the look is awesome. It looks like a general or something like that. So for look, take that to the bank 100%. Here, let's look at the skills here. Yeah, let's look at the skills. All right, so Monk's Spade level 1 attacks one enemy, has a 45% chance booked up to 55-60% chance of placing a decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Damage based on HP. That's pretty nice. They're being able to have a decrease attack on an A1. Places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns equal to 25% of their max HP. Only this champion? Oh, that sucks. Then attacks one enemy. Places a provoke debuff for 1 turn. If the target's max HP is equal to or lower than this champion's, the provoke debuff cannot be resisted. Oh, nice. That's pretty awesome. So that ability, so this cannot be resisted, has definitely made him a, oh my goodness, Magma Dragon champion for sure. And that's a 3-turn cooldown. You don't even need to have like super high accuracy, because that's going to be not resisted, because you're always going to be lower than the boss. So that's cool. That's cool. Can't go wrong there. Okay, a True Smite attacks one enemy. Oh, let me give a for Fated Duel. True Smite attacks one enemy, will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Will also ignore unkillable and block damage buffs. Ooh, that's cool. So ignoring 25% of defense, and then ignoring unkillable and block damage. He will definitely help in the Doom Tower, where you're facing the multiple man-eaters, Siphies, Rotoses, you know, those guys that are just crazy characters. Take this to the bank. All right, let's see the passive here. Smiles at Death. Man, you know when it says Smiles at Death, you gotta be something crazy. So will receive 25% less damage from enemy attacks when this champion's HP drops to 50% or below. Kind of sucks though that it has to be 50% or below. I wish it was just all the time, because that would be awesome. I hear it. I really don't like qualifiers, but hey, he's an epic. If they made a legendary version of this, then it wouldn't be, I guess they wouldn't have the drop below 50%. I'm hoping. All right, increase it, and it is a free-to-play champion, so you cannot put, you know, crazy stuff on a free-to-play champion. All right, so we know that for sure. Bruh. All right, so let's see here. Increases ally HP in all battles by 25%. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see that being fine. All right, so of the 4 here, who would I keep? I'd keep Magnar for sure, without a doubt. And I'm definitely going to be keeping Cornelia, because I think she is a Eternal Dragon like Slayer for sure. And she could definitely be useful in a lot of the Doom Tower waves. But yeah, she's definitely the boss killer for sure. Just keeping him at bay, not letting his skills reset here, so that you can just burn him down, make sure he never pulls his ads back out, and yeah, take far less time for that ability, or for him to be killed. Take that to the bank every day. So those are the 2 I would keep. Here, there's a place for the other 2, but they're not as high on my list of people to keep here. But I would keep those 2 for sure, because they show utility to me in a way that the other ones do not, on at least at this point. All right, so let's take a look at the rares. Rares. Here you are. Oh, all nicely nestled in the same place. Thank you very much. Aww. All right, so Ashwalker. He looks cool, man. Like, I do gotta say, does anyone get vibes of Miscreated Monster? Yeah, I get vibes of Miscreated Monster for sure. All right, let's take a look at the skills. Great Hammer attacks one enemy, resets the cooldown of Devastator's skill if this attack kills an enemy. So let's look at Devastator. Devastator attacks one enemy, has a 65 booked up to 75, 80, 85% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 10% if this attack is critical. Decreases the turn meter. Okay, that kind of sucks. What? Bruh. Yeah, that's an L right there. That really sucks. Man, if you have a skill which you're decreasing the skill of another skill, when this attack kills somebody, that other skill better be beastly. It's not even 100% chance to win. To hit that stun. It's not 100% chance. Or at least have the turn meter be higher. Ah, come on, man. I know he's a rare, but come on. It's ridiculous. All right, Backbreaker attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance when booked of placing a 15% weakened debuff for 2 turns. On a 3-turn cooldown. No.
Oh, hell no.
No, you can go ahead and get rid of this guy. Yeah, he's useless. I know he's a void, but yeah, he's useless. I mean, unless you need him in like a void only rare Doom Tower run, they're like secret room. Yeah, nah. Take a hard pass. All right, Lumberer. Also another cool looking guy. Like, look at that. Very much looks like the Siege Breaker Hulk kind of guy. Gigantic pulverizers. All right, attacks when enemy has a 50% chance when booked of placing a 25% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Also has a 20% but 40% chance when booked of increasing the duration of any decreased defense debuffs by 1 turn. Oh, that's interesting. That alone would just make me lock in his A1, and that's all he does. Let's see what his other skill does, because that's kind of cool. That's a neat little kit there. Attacks when enemy has a 50% chance, booked up to 75%, of placing a 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns. Oh, so he does it all in his own kit. Isn't that fun? All right. Now, Massive Momentum places a 15% increased crit damage buff on this champ for 2 turns and attacks all enemies. So all his abilities are attacking. Okay. I might actually just lock out the Massive Momentum and just use Flatten into Pulverizer. So, yeah, do Flatten, then Pulverizer for 2 times, then Flatten, then Pulverizer for 2 times. You literally should keep a decreased attack if you get 2 shots at it up all the time. You got a 50% chance of it going on. Yeah, it should be pretty easy to keep both of them up pretty much indefinitely. Yeah, I should be able to keep both of them up indefinitely. That's an interesting skill. Oh man, maybe I should have got another one of this guy. Huh. Well, what can you do? I think I still have a chance to get another one of him. Actually, let's take a look here. Do I have a chance? Do I have a chance still to get a lumber? Yes, I do. So I need another 1,000 in the champion training tournament. Ooh, which I should actually be able to get because I am going to, let's see, I'm going to be doing a bunch of level upgrades and an upgrade of champion's rank. So I'm definitely going to be upgrading a 4-star to a 5-star. And then we're going to be ascending. And then, maybe once we pull Mother Cybele, we do a 5 to a 6 if we've got enough time. And get that up to get, I should be able to get Lumberer there. Then I can play around with him. He's an interesting cat. Maybe bring him into Clan Boss, maybe? Yeah, or maybe bring him into Clan Boss. Ooh. Interesting. Actually, where does he come from here? Which, is he an orc or? We're going to find out here. Oh, crap. I went by it like, man, I feel like an idiot. It's now on my side for sure. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Where is he from? Oregon tribes. Okay. Yeah, he might be worth kitting out just to beat the Faction Wars final boss. You always keep a debuff on him. Interesting. All right, Candle Guard. All right, let's take a look. Light of Scrutiny. Attacks when enemy has a 40% chance booked up to 50% when booked of removing one random debuff. Has a 50% chance booked up to 70% chance of stealing one random buff instead if the target has 3 or more buffs. Yeah, that's not great. All right, attacks one enemy, or attacks all enemies actually. Triumph Cry. Has a 50% booked up to 75 of placing a 15% weakened debuff for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. No good. Places a 25% increase attack buff and a 15% increased crit rate buff on this champion for 3 turns and attacks all enemies. And it's got a ridiculous cooldown. Oh my goodness. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
That was easy.
All right, so Hellfreak, Vile Blades. Holy crap. That's a lot of books for a guy. Well, maybe his kit's good. Let's take a look. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 40% chance when booked of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Okay. Mind games. So we got attacks when enemy has a 50% chance or 75% chance when booked of stealing all buffs from the target before attacking. Well, that's kind of neat. On a 3-turn cooldown. Worst Nightmare swaps HP with an enemy, then grants an extra turn on a 4-turn cooldown. If you're like just starting out, that's actually not a bad guy to have. Yeah, that's not a bad guy to have. Yeah, I could go for him. Here, I'm not going to keep him here, but I could see someone in the low end of things keeping him. Actually, he might be worth keeping just for the Doom Tower. Just for the Doom Tower. Oh my goodness. The Doom Tower secret room where you're doing all rares for Spirit Affinity. Yeah, that actually might be the reason to keep him. All right, so what's his aura? Increase ally speed in all battles by 10%. Not a bad aura. They're not a bad aura at all. Yeah, he might be worth keeping here. All right, so let's go over this. I'm going to be getting another Lumberer. I'm going to keep him. I'm just going to kind of play with him here. The other 3, not so much. Here, Hellfreak might only get a turn with me. Only reason he get one of these would be because of the secret room that he's swapping HPs and stuff. Might be nice in that regard. The only reason I'd probably keep him. All right, but other than that, solid nose all the way around.
Oh, hell no.
All right, so for the epic champions here, Magnar, definitely gonna keep here if I couldn't fuse Mother Cybele. Tough to maim. He's got some utility here. I could see him being okay in content. Then you have Drogen. I'm gonna give him probably a solid.
Oh, hell no.
And then Cornelia, definitely a ching, because her kit is rather awesome and she has the potential to be the best healer in the game. Well, I should say epic healer in the game. All right, so definitely, that's the way I would go. But as it is right now, we've got Jarosian to pull. So let's go ahead and pull him. Because we've got Tough to Maim, we got Magnar, and we've got Cornelia. So let's pull him real quick. Man, this would be crazy if I pulled another tough to maim and totally messed up this fusion. I would definitely take an L at that point. All right, so we got Jirogen. He cool looking guy here. Now that we've gone through the rares, we've gone through the epics. Should we fuse Mother Cybele? We got 3 days to decide here, guys. So let's see what I think. Let's pull her up. First thing, she's a cool looking cat. What is that there? Is that blood? Is that blood? What? Yeah, I think that's blood. Oh, that's crazy. Dude, that's cool. She's got some blood flowing in there. She's probably like messing some people up. But yeah, she looks like a queen, man. She looks like she will mess you up and not even say sorry about it. Right here. So let's take a look at her kit. All right. All right. So Mask of Dread. Oh, jeez. That sounds scary. Attacks all enemies. Each has a 35, 45, 50% chance when booked of placing a 30% decrease speed debuff for 2 turns. Also fills this champion's turn meter by 15%. That's based on HP. So that's cool. I'll take that every day to the bank. Here. All right. So that's a good skill. That's a good skill. All right. So let's see. Soul Shepherd. 3 turn. You can book this down to a 3-turn cooldown. So that's really nice. Places a Revive on Death buff and a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty cool. So I would make her, and she's already got a crazy amount of speed, so I would make her ridiculously fast. Like I'm talking 270 if I could. I don't have anyone at 270, but like 270 to 300 speed so that she could keep Revive on Death on everybody all the time. Here, I'd probably make her one of the best revivers in the game. Much like Lightsworn. Here, he can keep that up. He's got the 2-turn Revive on Death there. So he's pretty awesome. I know some people keep him just for that, for content. I definitely used him to get through. Ooh, I believe he is in the... Yeah, he's Sacred Order. So I definitely used him to get through Sacred Order Faction Wars for sure. So same like I'm going to use Mother Cybele to get through Knights Revenant Faction Wars for sure. So that's why I'm going to build her out for sure. So we'll give a ka-ching to that. Let's see what the next skill is. All right, so this is the one that's been messing people up. This is on a 3-turn cooldown when booked. Swaps HP with an ally. So that straight up is kind of weird. If that's all it did, she'd be taking an L. Okay, but let's see. There's some crazy stuff that happens here afterwards. If this champion's HP is equal to or higher than the target's after the swap. So equal or higher than the target, okay? Fills this champion's turn meter by 40%. Fantastic. Places a 30% increased speed. Fantastic. For 2 turns, and then places a block damage buff on the target ally for 1 turn. Fantastic. However, if this champion's HP is lower than the target's after the swap, fills the target's turn meter by 40, places a 30% increased speed on them for 2 turns, and then places a block damage buff on Mother Cybele for 1 turn. Booyah. So either which way, someone's going to increase speed, increase turn meter, and then whoever has the higher HP, or whoever has the lower HP once the swap is done, will get the block damage. Booyah. I'll take that to the bank. So most likely, lowest HP is probably going to be your DPS champion. So not only is she going to heal him here, or if she takes his life, she's going to give him a block damage. Boom, you're good to go. And then that guy most likely is going to be faster, get turn meter, and he's going to be able to heal himself if you got him built out properly. Also places 2 continuous heals on this champion for 1 turn. Oh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Yeah, this is a crazy skill. Right here, this is a crazy skill. Like, yeah. Oh, I'm going to have fun with this skill. Yeah, continuous heal is easily the best heal in the game, for sure. That's why I like Melga Steel Girdle, Bad Alcazar. Those guys just are dropping continuous heals, which is the perfect heals because as people go faster there, and this kit had this in this particular ability has people going faster, they get more heals. So she's going fast. She's always going to be higher. Okay. So then you can consistently say that she's always going to be the one that has higher HP when she starts the ability. So she's going to end with lower HP. Okay. So then she's always going to, for the most part, fill turn meter and give us increased speed buff to whoever she's transferring her life to. And then she's pretty much going to have her block damage up there, which is kind of nice. So she's not going to take damage, and then she's going to have continuous heals. So by the time this rolls back around here, she would have healed herself. Which, oh, this is awesome. So really, and then you could technically extend that if you run her with an extender. So you put like Sandlast Survivor in there with her, or put her in with, I'm already thinking of team comps. Put her in with Sandlast Survivor, put her in with Lanicus the Chosen. You can have the block debuffs up literally the whole, block damage up literally the whole time. Literally the entire time. You could also have Revive Death up the entire time, or Revive on Death. You could have increased defense up the entire time here, which is insane, right? Like she's got such low cooldowns here on her like crazy abilities. Let's see what this one is. All right, her Gravewalker fully heals the ally with the lowest HP whenever this champion is killed. Yeah, I'm going to be running her as much as possible with people who extend buffs. Yeah. Definitely going to be running her with people who can extend buffs. Heals all allies by 20% of their max HP and fills their turn meters by 15% whenever this champion is revived. Okay. I could see someone using that in conjunction with the Revive on Death skill here, and basically she'll be healing a lot. I think she's going to be healing a lot here. I think her heals are going to be pretty awesome, considering that we can get her speed up pretty fast with her high speed. Oh, and then she has an increased speed, ally speed in all battles by 24%. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, son. That is crazy. Oh, we're definitely pulling her. Oh, her kit's nice. Yeah, her kit is nice. 110% we're going to pull Mother Cybele. That is not even a question at this point. Let me see what her base stats are. Let me see what her max stats are at 60. Right here. She's in the Knights Revenant, right? So let's pop in here. Knight Revenant. Where are you? There you are. And she'll be the second champion that I'm going to have from there. Eventually, we're going to get Thea. Here it's going to take a while because I'm not like crazy good at the secret rooms in the Doom Tower hard. But we'll get her eventually here. And then hopefully we'll pull some of these other guys. Love to get a Hegemon here. Soulless would be great. I don't know about these other two here, but it would be nice to get her. All right, so let's see what her stats are. So she's pretty much 19,000 HP. Oh, wow, high defense. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Cha-ching, take her to the bank. Oh, and her speed at 60 is 115. I think she's the fastest. Yeah, I think she's the fastest in the game. Yeah, with her speed aura, I think she's the fastest in the game. Take that to the bank all day long.
Hey, bro. What? Oh my God!
Yeah, this some crazy stuff. Yeah, she was worth the fusing for sure. You guys know how I make these. You can see my teams on YouTube. You can see the different comps that I come up with. A lot of the time, I'm using a lot of these free-to-play champions I get in these fusions or these events here. There's no reason you shouldn't be doing the event. This chick is gonna be awesome. She is going to be fantastic. And we're gonna test her out because I am ready to go with some 5-star food. We're gonna get her up to 60 real quick. She's a force affinity, so that's actually pretty nice going into a lot of content here. We're gonna build her out. I'm guessing high HP, high defense, which should be pretty easy with her high defense. Like a crazy amount of speed. Should we do crit? Should we do crit? She only really has one attacking ability here, so I'm not super inclined to put crit or crit damage, but we're gonna have high resist. We'll have high resist, and I'm not super concerned about having high accuracy. Yeah, I'm not super concerned about having high accuracy because most of her kit is support, so I'm gonna want to have her as tanky as possible because I don't really want her to use this skill. I really don't. I want her to be using these two skills all the time. But I guess if she does die after she swaps, if it's like really low or something like that, or someone's able to rip off that block damage, then this skill is like kind of a fail safe here. Oh man, I'm gonna have so many ways to use her. And this is crap, man. That's probably one of the best auras in the game. Yeah, that's probably one of the best auras in the game. Hot dang. All right. So yeah, I'm thinking up some crazy ways to use her. Sandlash is gonna be coming out the vault here. I love Lanicus the Chosen, but she kind of disappeared from my teams for a little bit. But we're gonna run some content with those two for sure. So in conclusion, definitely pull Mother Cybele if you have the ability to do so. It doesn't make sense to not do that. 100% you should be pulling that, okay? Doesn't make sense to not do it. Reason I say that is, oh crap, it's a good thing I went in here. I only had 13 minutes to pull that. The reason I say that is because her kit is fantastic. And if you have the right champions, you can literally extend her kit for the entirety of a battle here. And then all the and if you make her really fast, she could be pumping out. She can basically make your team immortal there, which is kind of nice. You know, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, so yeah, that's the conclusion. Definitely go for Mother Cybele 100% of the time. I'm gonna build out Jarojin, and then we're gonna come back just as the end of the video, and we're gonna pull Mother Cybele. We'll be right back. All right, so we are back after getting Jarojin all maxed out. Here he is level 50. Let's get the fusion completed here. Yeah, because we can't get another one of these guys here, so that's unfortunate.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
Yep, definitely not on the good side there, because I was not able to get him here. Now, what can you do? It is what it is. All right, so we've got the 4 champions fired up, rearing and ready to go. Welcome to the team, Mother Cybele. Yeah, she's awesome. Here, so let's power load her here into let's power load her into level 6. Then we're gonna try to gear her here and go from there. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video on who should we keep. I obviously kept Mother Cybele because she is awesome here, and she's going to be fantastic. Do like and subscribe here, because yeah, you should definitely like and subscribe, man. Like, why not? There's no reason not to like and subscribe. No ninja watchers, damn it. No ninja watchers, damn it. Like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit it now, damn it. Hit it now, damn it. We're going to see you next time. Let's chat then.